Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, we were about to get started on Mukuro's reinvestigation, shall we say. We've got some banging tunes. We don't have Kyoko with us. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Let's get this started. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife that went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Thank you. Thank you. I was going to say, I don't know if I can remember that entire list. Okay. I think I'm going to start with the dorms because they're literally just down the corridor. After that, I'm thinking data center, headmaster's room, biolab. And then we'll do the garden and the dojo. Okay, let's go. Okay, anyone hanging around? Does not look like it. And yes, it has indeed been opened. Hello. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. Oh, I noticed blood splatter right over there. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Oh no. It's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. It's just darkness. Just darkness through the gaps. Oh, flipping it. Oh. This is cool. This is incredibly creepy, but also very, very cool. So we can go through here. I'm thinking. Also, more blood. I'm gonna make the assumption that this is gonna go in a circle. You know what? I could just double check. Hello, what's that? Okay, we have I believe that's. I know it's an Egyptian symbol. I associate that with Is it the Eye of Horus? Could be Osiris. I don't know. I never really read up on Egyptian myths. Like, I know the basics, but not the intricacies. Okay, that's kind of cute. Little giraffe coming out of a locker. More blood. Got this room, and then it closes off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, before I go anywhere, I'm gonna explore the maps fully. Especially because this is a new area. Oh dear. This isn't good. We've got actual like holes. Oh my god. Such devastation. Was it tab? It was tab. Aha. We can't let the blood splatter? Okay. Alrighty then. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. We're still getting coins? Okay. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Okay. Yeah, we can leave. Oh dear, ugh. You do have to question what happened here to cause this level of devastation. This is the girls' bathroom. Oops. Even a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. There could be evidence. You're not being a pervert. You're looking for evidence. Okay, fair dues. Oh. Well, the bathrooms look nice. These are really nice bathrooms. And there's absolutely nothing in here. Is there? Yep, nothing. Okay. Oh, is that... I thought that was a mirror. No, that's an aquarium at the back. That's cute. Those fish are probably long dead, but... That's cute. Very nice bathroom. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No, we're sad. There we go. Ooh, hello. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hopes Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Okay, let's see. 3. Oh, a lot. Okay. We'll go from left to right. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. 89. Nice. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... I'm assuming that's wrong card. No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Or maybe you can. If they were students before, we don't actually know which locker room was their locker room. This could be theirs. I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. Come on. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... Nope. No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Yeah, we have the big plate. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. These at least look opened. It looks like this locker is already broken. Then look in it! I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. Yeah, we've read all this. Come on. One of them's got to work. And then... Nope, not this one. No luck. Okay. This one. Come on. Keep your fingers crossed. No. One of them has to be ours. One of them has to be. The fact that we can check all of them. Nope. This could be the game devs trolling. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think this locker's gonna open. But we did get a coin. Get the handbook. Then, nope. No luck. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. Okay. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. Okay, was that? Okay, There has to be something. There has to be something we can do. Bless me! Excuse me! Oh, remember to cut that out, Callista. Yeah, we can leave. There's nothing for us here. I feel... Just the fact that we could go and check them, I feel like those are ours. Hello? This room definitely doesn't feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Okay, well, I mean, I'm in class. Also, there's a secret tunnel. Yeah, I'll speak to you in a minute. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. Kyoko, when was the search made? I'll bet you the search was made quite a while ago, which means the tragedy didn't happen a year ago. It happened a year ago from whenever that search was. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. Bitch, just because he didn't match up to your standards didn't mean he was a failure. I mean, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. They're not gonna put some random fuck up in charge of a school for ultimates. The headmaster must be an ultimate in his own right. And if he was the headmaster, that means he must have seen your application form to come in. So, I get it, she's hurt. Her dad left her, then didn't have any contact with her, She's hurt, therefore she'll talk. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right. Just because you're hurt doesn't mean you can say whatever the fuck you want. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, what else was there? There's... Okay, under the desk? The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Hey, nice. Thank you. No. This way. Yeah, we have the chair. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. And the obvious hidden panel. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake? Or a construction defect or something? No, it is not. There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. Okay. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. Just break it down. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is that it's probably made up of letters and/or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, there's no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. Here's the thing. Kyoko's going off pure logic. She has a very low opinion of her father. I could very easily see his password being Kyoko and her birthday. Kyoko's making the assumption, oh, my dad didn't care. He never talked to me. Hell, for all we know, he could have tried to communicate and her family wouldn't let him. We don't know that. She doesn't know that, but she's got this very negative opinion of him. And so she's assuming like, oh, he must be hyper-logical and, you know, have no emotions and blah, blah, blah. No one said he didn't miss his kid. No one said he didn't regret leaving his daughter behind. So, like, I reckon his password could be like Kyoko or her birthday or something like that. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. That's a no, I don't want you to try it, but I'm also not going to stop you. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. I will, but I also want to speak to her.
Anyway,
You don't have to ask my permission. If there's something you want to do, go ahead and do it. Okay. Yep. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if it's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more. Who cares? She has no qualms with hurting other people, so who cares?
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Please let it be right. Just to wipe that smug fucking grin off her face. Just, yes, bitch! Someone else can be right here. Please! Please let it be right. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. And I'm also gonna grab this. I'm trying my hardest not to hit E. I don't know why I keep hitting that. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in, I'm going to assume that is the noise of the door moving. A round of applause for Makoto, and a big fuck you to Kyoko. You don't know shit. It wasn't that. Wasn't it, love? Wasn't it? The open door disagrees with you. What? That did it! Kyoko, it worked! Fuck you.
why?
'Cause he cared about you, dipshit! 'Cause he was your dad, and despite your insistence, oh no, he didn't love me, he didn't care about me, he very clearly did. He very clearly did. Whatever reason he had for leaving his family was separate from his love for you. And he cared. You know, I'd put money on her family keeping him away from her. I would put money on that too. I bet he tried to reach out and her family was like, no, you abandoned the family, therefore you abandoned your child. Because her language, I did watch it back. It reeked of... You know when there's a divorce and one parent starts slagging off the other to the kid? That's what it kind of felt like to me. Like she was repeating back shit that she'd heard from her family. Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Oh, well, that's disturbing. the prize, but I'd see he has a picture of you. He clearly cared. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy, I don't trust this. That's what made it so unusual. I don't like none of this. I'm gonna leave that till last. Let's start over here. No, I want to explore the room in the order I see fit. I'd better check out that suspicious present before I do anything. There's a brightly coloured box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But, I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Makoto, why are you always the one taking risks? It could be a bomb. It could be an explosive for all you know. Why does everyone insist on sending Makoto into danger? And Kyoko hasn't asked him to do that, but like, he could just stand back and let her do it. Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it's what I think it is. At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. I have a gut feeling. What would be something you wouldn't want to see in a box? Correct me if I'm wrong. All that was left at the end of... I'm still going off that was her dad in Blast Off. All that was left was a skeleton, right? I mean, you can maybe fit a skeleton into that box if you compacted it all down. I don't... At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? So she even knows her dad is dead. Then what was the point of throwing Makoto under the fucking bus? The justification you used was, I wanted to tell my dad that I don't forgive him and that I hate him and that I never want to speak to him again, despite the fact that he hasn't spoken to me in, like, fucking ever. Like, you use that as your justification for why you threw Makoto under the bus. However, here, you're saying, like, oh, I believe he's dead. If what is in that box is what I think it is, then it's also what Kyoko thinks it is, which means she thinks her dad is dead. So she knew she couldn't tell her dad that she didn't want to speak to him. She threw Makoto under the bus because she didn't want to die. Point blank. It wasn't because she had some amazing thing that she had to do. It's because she didn't want to die. In and of itself, I don't find that bad. I don't want to die. I'd throw someone else under the bus if I was in her position. But at least be honest. Just say, I didn't want to die, so I decided to be a dick. I'd respect that more rather than like, oh no, it was because I had to tell my dad that I don't want to speak to him and blah, blah, blah. No, you're just a coward. There's nothing wrong with being a coward. I'm a coward, but like, just be fucking honest. Just be honest. If this is a skeleton in here, if this is the remains of the guy from Blast Off, then Kyoko has just admitted she knew her dad was dead ages ago, and she just threw Makoto under the bus because she didn't want to die. Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Ugh. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... He screamed. Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. That's her dad. It's even got the same... After Blast Off, the skull was cracked. And it has that crack that... Kyoko, you bitch. You backstabbing bitch. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there! Human bones!
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. There goes my timer. That's pretty much the same thing! A dead guy in a box! My father. Huh? What about him? Makoto, you dense! You dense!
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? Because it's in his room. It's in his room. How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we already have, that's the only possible answer.
So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough with the puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who are alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. Okay, to be fair to Kyoko, she didn't realize he was dead. I dinged my mic, I'm sorry. She didn't realize he was dead until after Monokuma was like, the only people who took steps were, you know, the students. She still acted shit. She still acted shittily. Excuse me, my throat is dying. You know what, I had wanted to finish off this conversation, but I don't think my throat can take it. I'm gonna bring the episode to a close right here. In the next one, we found Kyoko's dad. He dead. He in a box. What's gonna happen afterwards? Find out next time. So, until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below. And if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.